YouTuber product sucks. They promise to be healthier, tastier, and a whole bunch of other bullcrap that just isn't true. Like Feastables, for example, which claims to be the best chocolate on the planet.
It just tastes like bad, cheap chocolate. I can't even lie.
That got me thinking, what would these YouTuber products taste like if I were to upgrade them into something actually good?
Now, I have 3 products that I want to upgrade, with each product getting worse and worse as the video goes on, starting with Prime. Now, Prime's big selling point is the enormous amount of electrolytes that it has in it, which is something you need after an intense workout. But here's where the product gets bad. Because Prime uses potassium instead of sodium, it actually doesn't contain the correct electrolytes that your body needs, throwing its entire selling point right out the window. So if we just pour a little bit of coconut water into the glass like so, and then just the tiniest amount of the fanciest salt I could find, aka sodium, we've already made a huge improvement to the product. But Prime still has the upper hand because of these 2 things. 1, the flavoring, and 2, the minerals. See, the second most important thing for a sports drink is the minerals, because fun fact, you lose a lot of those when you sweat. Now, the fancy salt already contains a little bit of minerals. I mean, it's literally called mineral salt, but we can make it even better. We just gotta put some oats on the table and then cut them up into a fine white powder, not to be confused with cocaine. And to make sure that the drink, doesn't get chunky, we're actually gonna put the oats through a sift. Let's see if this even works. I have no idea. That is going everywhere. Awesome sauce. And then just stir it around. Now, it might not look like the most delicious thing of all time. It actually looks like a very suspicious white liquid, but thanks to that, we now have a bunch of magnesium in this. Now, next up is the flavoring. After that, I bought an orange. See, if we just squeeze in some fresh orange juices, like so, we not only get a delicious flavoring, but also some motherfucking vitamin C, which is good for the eyes, I've heard. But this brings me on to another bad thing about Prime, the chemicals. Now, I don't know much about chemicals myself, seeing as I am not a nerd, so if I get this wrong, please don't kill me. But according to my sources, the chemicals in Prime can literally cause kidney damage, DNA damage, and even autoimmune diseases. That's freaking terrifying. So even if the judge at the end of the video don't think that Prime is very tasty, at least they won't die from it.
Oh yeah, by the way, to prove that my products are better, I've gotten a judge to taste test them at the end of the video. And to win, I gotta beat 2 out of the 3 products that I'm upgrading. But first,
next on the list is one y'all might not know. Alexander Huson's chili cheese chips. Sounds good in theory, tastes absolutely abysmal. They were originally created for a competition where 3 Danish YouTubers got to make their own chips flavor. And the one that was bought the most won. Now, these did win, but only because Alexander was the biggest YouTuber out of the 3. Because let me tell you, these are not good. But I have a plan on how to upgrade them. We're just gonna buy some russet potatoes, frying oil, jalapeno, garlic powder, and 2 other things that I forgot to record. So, my bad, chief. Now, to start, we're gonna make the chili cheese flavor. So let's just take some of these jalapenos, cut them up. If y'all couldn't tell, I was a ninja in my last life. Now, we need to make sure these are really tiny because we gotta sprinkle them on top of the chips. And we don't want one big bite of jalapeno. That's just gonna absolutely kill the judge. Now, we're just gonna put these into a bowl together with some paprika, garlic powder, and last but not least, powdered cheese. Just plenty of that. I love cheese. And then we just stir it around, really mix these bad boys together. Now, the packaging doesn't say how much of each ingredient we need to use. So, to make sure we don't put too much of one thing in it, I'm gonna open this bad boy up and do a little taste test. Oh, wow. And now to try ours. This is gonna be spicy because we don't have any potato chip. Weigh out the spice, so it's just gonna be pure spice. But let's see. A little bit too much garlic powder. Let's try that again. Boom, bada bang. Let's test that out. Bon appetit. Oh yeah, that is just amazing. I don't know what other words to use. That's perfect. Let's move on to the potato chips now. Now, for the potato chips, we just gotta peel some potatoes. Boom, 3 big old potatoes. And then we gotta use one of these bad boys. I have no idea how this works, but I think we just take one of these bad boys, swap them in somewhere here. I'm not entirely sure where. I think that's where that goes. I think in this direction. Nope. Boom, baby. Plop that right there. And then we just slice the potatoes. And there we go. Look at these beauties. Now next up, we just gotta transfer these potatoes to a bowl, fill it with water, stir them bad boys around to get that potato starch off. Rinse and repeat. Pun intended. Now, the reason we do this is that by removing the starch, the chips are gonna be way crispier. Now we're just gonna dry off these wet potatoes. There we go. So now we just gotta heat up some oil to 175 degrees Celsius. And for this, I actually had to go out and buy a thermostat because I didn't have one of those. Then we just, I guess, put this in and watch the thermostat go up. Oh wow, it's going quickly. We're already at 69 degrees. That is crazy.
But after the oil went above 80 degrees Celsius, this started happening.
Why is it making pop noises? Let me quickly Google that.
Apparently, when the moisture in the air hits the oil, it like explodes and evaporates immediately. Luckily, it shouldn't be dangerous, or at least I hope not, so I could just continue.
Okay, it's getting there. Quickly drop a few of them in. Then we gotta take them out when they turn golden brown, and we also have to stir them. I've never done this. This is scary. It looks like that is a little bit frying. Just gotta watch out they don't burn as well. All right, that should be good. Now we just put them over here. This smells good. It smells like McDonald's, bro. And God, I love me some McDonald's. And then we just pour a little bit over this and then just mix it around.
And then I pretty much just repeated that with the rest of the potato slices.
Now we just pour over the last bit of this and then top it off with all the different things. Just because there was more than I expected. Oh, yeah. Spread that all out. And let's just let them rest a little bit before the judge has to taste them. So in the meantime, let me just do the Feastables, which is actually one of the fattest liars on this entire list, with Mr. Beast claiming it is the best chocolate in the entire world and better than Hershey's. Yeah, no, people are not agreeing with that. And one of the reasons for that is the amount of chemicals Mr. Beast puts into this thing, you know, to make it cheaper to produce. So for ours, we're gonna use natural ingredients. Still cheap though.
So I began heating up some water to make a double boiler that we then are gonna use to melt the shea butter in.
Now, normally you would use cocoa butter, but that is for some reason impossible to find here in Denmark. So I just searched on cocoa butter alternatives and shea butter is what came up, so boom. Alrighty, and the double boiler seems to be ready, so let's just put this bad boy on top and then transfer shea butter to the pan. Bop. That was standing up. That is crazy. Brody did not want to melt that. Brody has no choice. Wait, I forgot to measure up all the rest of the ingredients. Uh-oh. Need 50 grams of cocoa powder. There we go. And then next up is 2 teaspoons sugar. That's 1. That's 2. This is like, you know, those stressful cooking simulators like Papa's Pizzeria and like all those. All right, the shea butter seems to be completed. Let's just grab the sieve and then pour this over and then just jam it down with the spoon. Boom. And then we just stir that together. I don't know if y'all can hear, but there's like a crunch to it because of the sugar. That's kind of funny. And then we need the milk. Pour that in and just stir that together. Now all we gotta do before it, you know, cools down is put it into a mold. And I actually got a mold this time because if y'all remember last time I made a Feastable, I poured it all into a cup. So let's just place this there and then let's just pour it over. I've never done this before. This is probably gonna go wrong. But you know what? We ball. Boom. I'm kind of curious what it tastes like. So let me just. Not half bad. Way better than the last Feastable I made, I can tell you that much. Let's just put it into the freezer. This is gonna go so wrong. Let's see if I can even fit this in there. I did it. I am the smartest.
And after an hour in the freezer, it was finally time to see whether we succeeded in upgrading these YouTuber products or we just absolutely flopped. And to help us with this, we got our judge, Luca. I kind of want to start off with the prime.
I've never had this before. I kind of think I'm gonna like this.
That did not look like you liked it.
So sweet.
That's my turn. Does it smell bad?
It smells like, I don't know, a lot of water.
What do we think?
I'm so sorry. That's not it. It's just very watery and very salty. It has a weird texture to it.
That might be the magnesium. So, prime wins this round?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I can make it up with the Feastables.
It's dark chocolate.
Now it's my turn. Hopefully, you know, the style points with them being Halloween themed can bump it up a few points.
Oh.
That did not work out.
Should I just lick it off of there?
Oh, going in for the second chomp.
It's giving chocolate mousse. That is surprisingly good for a 3-ingredient chocolate. That's a point. This one wins, definitely.
That one wins. Let's go. Now it's the final hour. The chips. I am really terrified with these. They weren't that crunchy, so I had to put them into the fridge. Now they're cold. All right, take a bite of the chili cheese chips. Oh, going in for a second round is. Ooh.
I don't really taste the chili part.
That might give us a chance. Alrighty, try mine now.
Oh, this one looks kind of good.
Oh, he's going in for another one too. What do we think?
That's the one.
That's the one? Oh, he went in for the third one.
They're a little soft, but they're really good.
Oh, he's even doing a little jiggy. Oh my god.
All right, Luca, say it with me.
And that's another razzy W.
Subscribe, yeah, you really should subscribe, yeah. Just like, yeah, you really should just like, yeah. Please comment, yeah, that really will be fire. If you don't, then I will find you and I will force you to do it. Thank you.